Welcome, Life on 10 audience, to Life on 10 4.2. 4.2 because this is my response to Vanessa's previous post. We are doing what we always wanted to do, and that's come together and have a conversation around some of our most difficult and dark topics. So I am not going to do justice to what I'm feeling and experiencing right now in response to the murder of Mr. Floyd and the murder of Mr. Arbery. But I do want to say something to Vanessa and to our Life on 10 community. First off, Vanessa, thank you. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for being authentic. Thank you for even caring. Stopping your world and understanding the significance of what's happening to my community today and what has been happening to my community for decades. In your post, you asked for stories to help you gain an even greater understanding. And so I'm going to share stories with you. I remember being a little girl and sitting down beside my father as he told us, my three sisters, of his childhood and what it was like for him to live in America as an African American male. He was born in 1922, so you can imagine America, what it looked like and what it was for my father growing up. He shared stories of fear. He shared stories of being threatened by not just law enforcement, but just your average day Joe. He shared stories that would emasculate any man of any race or of ethnicity. As a child, it was heartbreaking. But what is even more heartbreaking is that I am having to witness my son, decades later, live in an America that continues to dehumanize African Americans. The most difficult conversation I have ever had to have, the most painful, heart-wrenching conversation I've ever had to have was with my son when I set him down when he received his driver's license, which is, as a parent, one of those kind of blessings and curse things. You're very happy, so you don't have to take them to practice anymore. And at the same time, you're like, oh my goodness, now I have to worry about accidents, etc. So my conversation with him was not just about not drinking and driving, being careful, being mindful when you drive. My conversation had to go a little bit like this. When you are driving my car, Jalen, be very mindful if you get pulled over by the police. My conversation was a conversation of, let me tell you what it is to drive while you're black. Please make sure you keep your hands on the steering wheel. Please say yes, sir, no, sir. When I had that talk with my son, Vanessa, I didn't have a lot of compassion or grace. What I held in my heart was anger towards America. Angry because my parents, my grandparents, and his father and I are all American citizens that have contributed to the wealth and success of this country, and yet we are treated less than. Angry is what I was. How do we change this? I don't know. But I know this, that even though I'm tired, I'll never give up. Just for an instant, I invite you to close your eyes and imagine what it's like to live in a country where you are constantly being told that you are less than, and where your children grow up in fear of the very people that are supposed to be protecting them. What's it like to tell your son and your daughters you really are judged by the color of your skin? And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you have to experience this. Everything that can be changed is not always easy. But we can never stop trying to change it. So I'll never give up. And I just acknowledge you again, Vanessa, for bringing this, just for being aware, for being aware, for being aware. Any and everything that requires change has to stay in our awareness. We must continue to shine light on the horror. Tired, but never, never surrendering. So blessings to all of those family members who have lost loved ones. By the hands of this great